be an even scarier affair here for Case. We'll see. As they're taking it away on Mirage. Case land themselves on the T side. And with the Belty utility, this kind of screams only like one type of execute. Sadson might be in trouble.
He's got a job at hand here. He's getting a little help from Zeddy, though, at least. He'll come through. Dive through that smoke to support. Flashbang to facilitate it all. And there goes the shot. Sadson instantly taken off the line here. He's going to have to readjust.
Yeah, but has backup in CT spawn. Like, you cannot really pass into this area here. And especially with... Dude, this guy is just disrespecting all of his opponents right now. Foku already on the flank. JZ finds a double. And then the site just erupts in gunfire. And everyone's gone here for Case. Nice post plant you had. I don't think they even really had one here, Cole. Defuse is done. And pistol round for W7M.
Yeah, never got that set up. Never were able to get into those positions. And fun little hunting in the palace. But it doesn't end up with any more kills. Either way, W7M with the quickness right there. Stampede their way onto a retake. Facilitated by Foku's flank. And like you said, just no matter who he's up against, no matter if even if he had a bit of a tough game last map, right? He still aggresses. He still does what he does best, and he gets in the face of this opposition.
Yeah, I mean, last map wasn't really the best of times. I mean, just some absolute craziness. But again, we saw earlier today what that kind of performance looks like. Now it's... Ooh, I mean, surely this is... Something's up here, yeah. I mean, I think the rest of W7M kind of recognized that... Is this round live? It might be. I'm not 100% sure if it's live or not. Because normally people would go into their spawn instead of hunting, clearing corners, and such.
Not sure. Everyone else is agreed on the not live, though. Other than Stormson.
Just going all in.
He's got to ensure that the squad, that he stays, you know, this guy never stops playing. He never stops. Always turned on. No matter what the situation is, but there we go. Reset comes through.
Yeah, I mean, with all of Case frozen and spawn. I mean, they had their hands off the keyboard, but you're darn right. You can never let off the gas when it comes to playing Counter-Strike. Full send it there for Stormson, but makes me wonder what exactly the issue is over there from Case. I almost thought it was like a full, if they're playing at a team house, like a full house disconnection because everyone was frozen, and you always hate that. That happened over in the RMR with 9Z.
Yeah,
if you remember.
That's why it's a little bit more tragic that they didn't qualify. I don't know the full extent of it, but apparently there was like a power outage, blackout, in Argentina. And where they were boot camping, they lost their power. And so they, I mean, it felt like it only affected them for that best of one, right? But I still didn't know if they ever regained it, if they were playing on different setups, things like that. Right. All could have been a possibility. But either way, my heart breaks for them not making it to the RMR.
Dude, they lost by just a single tiebreaker. They lost because the fact that all of their tiebreakers lost to 3-0 teams. It's just so sad and unfortunate. They ended up... that best of one, 9Z disconnected win, was versus Legacy, Coldzera's team. And that team ended up going 3-0. And then all the other teams they were beaten out by, which teams were it? I believe it was Pain Gaming. Were they up there? I might be incorrect. I forget which teams exactly.
I can't remember all the teams that they lost to. Pain, I believe, did qualify. They're locked in for the RMRs. Not sure if they beat 9Z, though.
Yeah, let me get you the,
Pulled up. Pulled up.
I'm pulling it up currently. So, Red Canids and Pain Gaming qualified over 9Z. So, and it was 9Z losing 0-2 to Red Canids in a brutal 0-2, but both maps went to double overtime.
Oof.
And in the second map, 9Z pulled a 10-2 comeback and lost in double speed. Like, it can't hurt anymore to miss the major like that.
Painful. Painful.
Like, if you make it to the RMR, you know, maybe you have a little bit more confidence, a little bit more wind in your sails. But that's a gut punch to the season right there.
Yeah, I think the biggest, like, the toughest thing for it as well was that they had, you know, that RMR comes fresh off the back of, like, a qualification to an IEM for them, right? So, you know, they locked that spot in at IEM Chengdu. And then, next breath, they go and play out, right? You're thinking this is the momentum that you want to storm forward in, and then bam, you know, you hit that brick wall of not qualifying for the RMR, which can, you know, quickly take a sour note instead.
Yeah. That also brings up a point of why these kind of tournaments here in ECL are even very important. That is world ranking points. 9Z not attending the major, they're not going to get as many invites because of their world ranking. Overall, but climbing up the ladder of ECL here, even on a regional level, gets you a lot of ESL world ranking points to secure invites to not just, like, you know, the big event itself, but even just the closed qualifiers and having to avoid the open qualifiers and things like that. You know, it feels like you're playing real Counter-Strike against strong teams again, and avoiding some of the random chance that you get in those OQs.
Yeah, no question. Just maintaining your dominance in the scene here. If you're also on the side of W7M, I mean, just to kind of bring it back into this matchup, this is a team that has been having some struggles and taking on a lot of these, you know, upper level rosters. And I want to see these guys kind of assert some more world ranking points, get more underneath their belt, and you know, establish themselves here. And like you said, the importance of ECL, the importance of this event for them this season is certainly not taken lightly here. It's what we've seen so far. They took Nuke very serious and off to Mirage as well.
And so, we're back into it. Had a little bit of a reset on the force buy. But KSAR going to come back into this one swinging. Stormson sort of making no secret of his van jump there. He'll drop back on down, and then JZ up close. Swinging pre-fire with the MP9 and Riccioli, no chance. But over to the B site, surprisingly here, W7M completely vacated this part of the map.
So they will be free for the taking here. And W7M want to play in another post plant. We'll see how that works out for them, though. Tough to manage sometimes, especially when you only have a single kit here. Chaos can start to engulf you, and Urbano starting to sow that chaos.
Yeah, might start a flank here on this catwalk player. Long range, Galil's good for it. He collects his second. And then Snow also holds the line for the crossfire, but Foku starts to close the gap. The problem is no kit on this, and W7M recognize that they have to back away as Case will pull off a surprise force.
Yeah, able to get that one done. Excellent work there. Sadson on the way out will find himself 2 nice kills. That's definitely something you can be happy about towards the tail end, but overall round, starting things off well in the 4v5, and then kind of struggling from that point forward to convert because of that lost space, that conceded space is definitely frustrating right there. So tied up here. Case able to fight back early.
But we do have a force buy right on back from W7M. Of course, 2 saved weapons and Satsun with a full belt and a scout. Weirdly enough, the only scoped weapon in the server. Can't allow him to take the engagements, but Foku instead is going to go for the jump up. And Urbano just seems absolutely prepared for this just brazen aggression that W7M are tossing at him.
He is well prepared. Maybe learned a lesson from that last map there and how to punish these guys and prepare themselves a little bit more for that sort of assertiveness. It feels like they handled that CT side proactivity well. And this round here once again. Saves coming through. Not much of a hunting party just yet. Just more so them inching around. Sniffing things out. Well. A little too deep, RCF, and learned a lesson.
That angle is one of the nastiest ones in retake servers. Well, it's one of the lamest one in retake servers, because it's almost like impossible to deal with, and it's not like a real angle, you would think. So you just feel frustrated when you get hit by an op holding this like pixel angle, basically.
Yeah. Oh, dude. They're already in like the perfect spot because the retake server doesn't realize what real game scenarios are. So they give them the best spawn in the world, even though it's not realistic.
Yeah, if my opposing team 5-stacked the A site on a full gun round, yep.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Glad we can vent. I'm glad we can vent for a second here. We don't have a lot of time to vent this. They're already through Palace right now, looking to get aggressive. But again, this is prepped for here. They look like they know.
Moonwalking back. That's the Mac 10 though. Cleaning up one. Satsun needs to land a tag here, minimum. And, well, he won't be able to. Molly will chase him out. As well as Yeps is completely prepared inside of Palace. But not for Jay-Z. He's on the site. And Snow, well, he goes down. Urbano recognizes the threat, though, from Triple. And getting sideswiped for the rest. Just Stormson, who picks up this M4 and is going to do his best to save it. Case are going to get off to a good start on this map. But, well, he made one footstep. Unfortunately, you make one footstep and you're done. I mean, Yeps knew he was there the entire time. So yeah, nice start here for Case.
This is a kickoff that they wanted here. Slow down a little bit of that momentum that's been going on here. This had a W7M from that last map early on in map, on Mirage rather, and try and establish your own little bit of success. Something that they just didn't get much of a chance to. I want to see RCF more involved as well, but I mean, again, more proactivity. They're just always getting in their face. Dude. It's starting to get punished though over and over again right now.
Yeah, Jay-Z can't hold on for a double. It's just lots of damage, which leaves potential for smoke spam, but you can see the Foku double mollied out, and nothing to be said about this one. I mean, Zeddy can try to deny a bomb plant, but not even going to give it a go. W7M can't pass the first hurdle here.
Running through some serious problems a lot of these rounds right now. How they want to pressure these guys, how they want to force back. That sort of that sort of proactivity here. And I think every step of the way here, Case have started to find the right answers. Learned a valuable lesson from Nuke, and now we're just waiting for them to walk into the crosshairs.
Double pushing every single angle and kind of working together here as a team. W7M, I mean, there's no chance to multi-frag in that situation. I mean, Jay-Z, I'd say he had a chance for sure, but like trade fraggers are around every corner, where in the last map's case, W7M were able to just find a multi-kill seemingly every round. Let it out. Daddy, deep breath. Not much of a difference in this round, I'll say you that, Cole.
Oh, no more stability here. No better of a start right now. Case again, just plucking out one early. Establishing their foothold, finding an early pick on a CT side. Bit of aggression. They want to continue to press the issue. And we'll slow it down to connector just a little bit. Maybe they want to turn that corner. There's that peek I was talking about. Jay-Z gets 2 shots off. Knows better than to go for a third.
Gun for retrieval, though. Oh my, what on earth? Oh gosh. Time to make some insane plays. Storms and flies through the window smoke. And it's at least a 1-for-1. Oh, he has nades in his hand. 5-7 up close is going to steal that weapon. And then RCF also goes down. We're looking at just a half-by victory here. Unless Snow has something to say about it. He knows where the last is. 27 HP. He's just gonna go for the plant inside the smoke.
Uh-oh.
But Satson doesn't actually complete the spam. Snow gets a reload off and a reposition. Ring around the rosy here. And Satson, it's just some desperation here. The 16-year-old looking to pull off a 1 versus 3 here. But Satson will deny it with a 5-7 headshot. Absolutely insane there to shut down the Prodigy. And a half-by victory for W7M.
Yeah, it's funny to see how just calm Sadson is in that, or rather, Snow is in that sort of position. You know, he's a young gun. You'd expect the nerves to be setting in. He looks just so calm, but not a lot that you can do to account for quickness right there of Sadson. And again, just such a clutch player for his squad. You'd love for him to be in a 1v1. As you have so much faith that he'll actually be able to close that out right there. He puts it on full display.
And so now he gets to pick up an AWP. But W7M is still in a precarious position financially. Riccioli's also burning. And Foku just keeps going, dude. This guy just wants to be the opening death, no matter what. Unfortunately, he has Sadson to back him up. The hammer and a man advantage.
Really does look like it's been inspired by the calls and the ways of art here. From some of these rounds, like you said, just want to be the first, casualty in some fashion here. But Jay-Z had another one here. So effectively works this utility here. Still staying alive. That molly spreads. It'll get him. Yeps can't escape.
And that just leaves another chance at a 1v3 here for Urbano. He'll make his way out from A main. But Jay-Z's off angle, top of firebox. Ooh, but starting to thunder stomp out in the doesn't even matter, I guess. 3-4 here for W7M.
All right, there you go. No cares in this world here, not for W7M. They start to fight back. Deliver. Finally finding some of those opening exchanges, or if not, still having the trades to keep the advantages rolling in their favor. They find themselves only a round down. Money's still good for the T side, though. It's a cool window smoke. Or window molly, rather. The op positioned here to punish the early B aggression. They're throwing the execute. They're throwing their hand.
Yeah, but it's a little bit discombobulated here. You see they're just hesitating on the play, but eventually Storms and sticks around for too long. Eats a couple flashes, damage down range, but Sadson's op trying to lock out of this site. A decent molly to go through, and a smoke that actually just allows Sadson to get into the site. And I mean, super precarious position for the bomb planter as well. He will actually find Riccioli through the smoke. That gives his take a chance.
Jumped up to get the vision right there. So a 3v3 and an opportunity, like you said. Low HP on Yeps as well. They got to move a little bit quicker here. They got to use that utility that they have left to full effect.
Yeah, Sadson at least has a smoke to maybe escort in for the ninja defuse. But again, it's got to move quick. And it's a bit awkward here. Sadson missed his opportunity onto RCF, and Foku will fall next. So Case will be able to hold on to this post plan, maybe even steal some guns away. Sadson is prepared, and the 5.7 seems to be his weapon of choice now. But he's out of here. Or is he? No one survives.
Walking away with a little bit of flair right there. Making sure it's costly in the win. Which is nice here, but still, if you're Case, you happy with the end result right there. It felt like, again, pretty telegraphed on the play towards the B side. But the utility was just never ending. It was never relenting. They just kept on tossing flashes down range. Kept on landing that utility. So no defense was really offered up at the end.
Ooh, okay. This team doesn't know when to let off the gas. This time, it's a different flavor every single round. Double pushing to underpass. Storms in. Oh, not going to be prepared enough. And are you kidding me? He's even spamming the smoke for Zeddy, who almost goes down next. But is this still winnable? Wait a minute.
Got them locked in here. They got a good idea.
They're just trying to make the call that they leave the B site.
P9 is... It was in a good spot here, but I don't know if that would have been enough. They're going to make it towards underpass, and this seems like some perfect timing here. You can see the op is going to be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, are they going to jump up on the bench, though, is the question.
Oh, this timing is
Sadson.
unreal.
Oh, boy. Oh, did he see anything? Spots a shoulder and sees another out in the open for the bomb, but just missed on that opportunity. RCF will go ahead and plant towards triple.
Just about threaded that needle. Bomb planted, starts a timer against them. There's a kit, though, for Sadson. So a little bit of hope. But they got to get the ball moving. They got to get rolling here.
So Zeddy will get access to the bomb. Oh, but that's an off shot from A-Main. Gioli does get spotted out at least, but that's the kit that was just dropped here by RCF. So just going to post up on the angle. Not going to miss that shot. 6 rounds a Case.
Looking like a similar result here. Having that big advantage on the economy, just consistently weighing on the likes of W7M. Never being able to build up a bank of their own here is a big problem. And it is going to leave them in a tough spot with some tough decisions here. Going for a full save, but again, that's going to give Case at least a secured half lead. Most likely. But it won't discourage them, it won't dissuade them from continuing to fight for mid control here. They have pistols.
Yeah, but it's just going to be a straight up A execute. Just going to saturate the site with utility, and pop goes JZ. Nowhere really to stand here with pistols except for behind the smokes. Bomb plant should just be, well, it's out in the open. You always grit your teeth a little bit, but able to get in the digits, and that should lock in a fairly convincing half here from Case, except for the errant deagle shot of W7M.
He's got his. It says he wants a little bit more than just his. Wants to get one for a teammate as well here. Give it a shot on your way out there, Storms, and we'll get one as well. And a little bit of damage done. His AK gets blasted onto the site, and both of Zen will fall.
Both the Zins. There's the Zeras, the Zins, the Zows.
And the Zoinks.
I guess that one too. You know, I think from what I've heard, at least the reason that you just have those those names is just like just because they sound cool.
Makes sense. Also,
They
if
do sound cool.
one of those like happens to be like a generational talent in your scene, I'm sure it'd be cool to like match that, take the energy of it.
Foku, though. Right side of window. I mean, this is a very precarious situation. If he's not moving, he might get wall banged out of this one. But, you know, so if we're naming ourselves after notable people in our scene, should I be like Phi Liege or something like that? Or,
That would work.
X-Nerds?
Yeah.
Because, like, Twists, like...
Or, you know, simple. A little bit easier for this analogy, but could add a 2K to the end of your name.
Yeah. X-Nerd 2K.
Yeah.
I mean, Bart 4K. Oh my goodness. Yaps has just been an unlock.
Yeah.
This game, I will say.
I think this this head-to-head has given them a lot to be prepared for here. It does seem like they are well prepped right now. It seems like they got a good idea of what has constantly been thrown at them here, and that's CT side aggression.
Cool, but Sadson is here on the site. Decent position. Now has to move to an awkward angle. He actually makes his way under Palace, though, and dodges out on the utility. Proactivity pays, and it might be even better because there's no time. Case were a little too lackadaisical with their approach. Sadson dissuades, and I mean, there you have it. At least the 4th round here for W7M.
And should make that work right there. Able to secure a little bit more of a closer score line. See if they can keep that up. Again, I feel like a couple of these rounds come through as a result of constantly being pressed on the economy, but alongside that, it feels like also consistency on the game plan here. Constant proactivity being read by the CT side. So this time they actually do take a more passive approach on this defense, although someone just barely oversteps right there, right into the op scope, and RCF able to influence the round.
You know, some days Foku is Mad Lad 2.4 rating. Other days it's pro opening death. The duality of man. I mean, it's how you know, how you get a 2.4 rating is trying to be that pro opening death, I will say.
Right. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes you just can't seem to crack things open. Keep on making the wrong move. Wrong step here or there. That is
Storms
the
on an off angle.
volatility.
Hold on. Let him cook. Never mind. He's going to get cleared for one. Somehow makes it a second. Eventually, Urbano will point blank and blast him. And unfortunately, the rotates here for W7M are going to get cut down. Just Sadson here on the A side, very far away in a 1v2.
Gotta go ahead and give it a shot. Why not? 1v2 definitely works. We'll fly through the smoke. Missed hop shot complicates the matter. RCF knows better than to go for seconds. Another missed shot. He gets chased. A bit awkward here, a bit frustrating. If he can close off this half, he's got a smoke on top of the bomb. Oh, but Urbano going to deny in case. Give themselves 8.
so we're back. It's a much different case, honestly. Being able to manhandle a lot of this just insane aggression that W7M were throwing out on their CT side. Let's see if their defense is just as rock solid as W7M's last map. We'll see. I'm fine joined by Cole Extra McHenry as the Young Guns, after picking up the first BO1s and just an absolute stomp, this time around are getting manhandled.
And also straightforward here now in closing out the second best of one. But again, on the CT side here, Case pretty good at defending. They got well prepped in that first half how to deal with aggression. See if they can deliver that same energy into the second here. Timing almost works for Foku. He nearly threads that needle and finds an infuriating opening pick, but he missed just barely at actually landing that kill. So it's still going to maintain a 5v5 with just some damage and some chaos in the communications here.
Boy. But, oh, RCF, he might not even get a kill here, but, oh, it doesn't even matter! The 1A defender just killed both T's. I don't know what to say about that one, Cole. There's just so much working in the way of Case at the moment. Bombs down on the A site, no one's present.
You're right, I mean, that is, that'll do the trick just nicely as well. No need for a flank when defenders find that success, but they still might need a little bit of extra support to close this one out. Just a couple kills come through here. Jay-Z and Stormson looking to actually secure a bomb plant. That flank is still coming through. Oh, the spin.
He's going for it, and the spin works. Yeah, the spin works out. I'm so happy we got to see that from Stormson perspective. It's Case with the pistol, but we get a laugh out of it.
Gotta have that DPI hot switched onto your mouse. That'll never cost you any time ever. But for the few occasions where you can get that maximum DPI turbo spinning to avoid a headshot so you can get extra money is nice.
Gotta make sure that, like, everything's off your mouse pad there. You might knock something over. And, like, I have a pretty big mouse pad, too. How big is your mouse pad, Cole? Because mine takes up, like, half my table.
It's big. It's big. Not sure. It takes up pretty much the entire right side of the table. It's got its own little home on the right side. As all mouse pads should.
True. I thought it would. It's gonna be a B rush here on the force buy for W7M. This basically puts the game on the line. But no one's aware. No one's aware. No communications there. Snow's still so focused in on towards Catwalk. And that's the round.
It feels like both of these second rounds here that we've seen, because W7M did something similar on their CT side, where they just have a severe lack of resources, a big gap in the map control, and you can see just the pure terror in the eyes of Catwalk, the potential of a Catwalk lurk, something that could possibly come from Catwalk, and there was nothing really threatening there initially. That they discounted apartments, and again, credit to the side of W7M for throwing some perfect utility right there. That does the trick, but it felt like a carbon copy of the last second round force buy that we saw.
Yeah, but I think something in the mind of Case was saying that there's a second player towards Catwalk, and I mean, my guess is that the almighty Ghost Comm. There was one player who did get, or did go down on Catwalk for W7M. Maybe there was a comm that there's a second player making their way up, and well, Snow doesn't even get a chance to fire back. Still, Case are on the purchase because they hold on to 3 guns. Well, we're just doing round 2 of the same strat. Back onto the B side. This time around, Storm is not going to be able to get out. Snow has a gun. He's going to be looking in the right direction for the double kill. Maybe looking for 3. This time prepared. RCF, though, going to dive in towards the back of the site. And, well, it's going to stay the same. Here for W7M, they roll over. And this time only saving 1 gun for Case.
Yeah, but a collapse there again, successfully. This time they actually do have the Catwalk presence to to actually facilitate that execute this time, and even finds a kill on the connector lurk as well, so fantastic. Just run back, say, you know what? They won't expect us to do it again. And, felt like they were still able to capitalize, catch them off guard. Just a good set piece, back-to-back rounds utilized, and W7M now can quickly close that distance.
Yeah, I think it was just the weaponry that got the better of Case there. RCF charging into the site with a scout is not necessarily what you want there. As well as Yeps stuck on an MP9 again. So despite Snow being able to fire back, it's a different round.
You never want to be stuck on the MP9 for a half. Give you another case where just RCF might not be able to get an op out much in this half.
Yep.
On the CT side again, you know. And if that is at all a trend here, that ideally be bucked in pretty early on in the like economic decision making.
You know, if there's gonna be these people dry fighting you, as W7M do, and an op is a very valuable tool to throw a wrench in that system. See if it works. This little boost setup could find some results. It's an awkward angle and a lot of damage, at least on the inbound. Can we get any extras? Well, there's no one on the B site itself. This is just going to be a big save.
And maybe send the USPs to get a little bit more aggressive. Could be the move. Find some exits here. Do a little bit of chip damage. Rapado gets pieced.
Oh my god. Yeah, he gets pieced out, dude. I don't know what Sodzin saw on that site, but maybe he just felt like giving some spam and seeing what happens. You know what, Katowice in that very last round where Donk is just spamming the smoke.
You miss miss 100% of the shots you don't take right there.
You do. You know, what's the harm? What's the worst that can happen? They spam back? I mean, yes, that is the worst that can happen. But if you get the kill, they can't spam back. So, always spam smokes. Everyone, if you see one, there might be someone behind it.
Nowadays could be the right idea. Keep people on their toes here for now. Again, case their pathway to closing this one out not so straightforward. Good news is RCF for this gun round does have an AWP. He just doesn't have any armor or a lot of utility to back this op up, so might have to resort to some more passive play. Or maybe he doesn't have a care in this world and would like to get just as aggressive, match the energy.
I feel like Case need to win this round just for momentum purposes, because they're not getting anything started on this half. They've had to save a lot. They've been knocked out early. Oh, does not hit the flick, just barely off the mark. And it will actually be RCS op that collects. Now the question is, here's the reaction. Yep's gonna toss a flashbang to the sky and catch an awkward entry, because there is RCS op that opens up for 3 on this round. Foku very late to the scene and needing to pick up the bomb and get out of dodge, somehow get a kill and find his way out of the situation, but he's very boxed in. And that very RCF op will open up.
And that right there is exactly what I've been wanting to see a lot more of, right? I mean, that now I feel like, you know, small sample size, but we've been asking for it. We've been saying didn't get to see much of it, and they had a big problem on Nuke. Well, out of the gates. You know, first real gun round here, and we get to see his op and play. He doesn't even have armor to back it up, and he still delivers high impact, so love to see that. RCF called upon, he answers the calls. He just continues.
Goku always in charge of trying to take that opening space himself. He eats the op shot for it. And in the meantime, we're trying to line up an A execute here, but Riccioli is in the face of this entire team. Urbano just walks through the smoke, has a back turn. This round's everywhere at the moment, but RCF, the one stable portion of it. 2 kills for him to shut down the execute, and Case are putting themselves 2 rounds away from this map victory.
Yeah, closing out in a quick fashion here would be nice. Well, I thought maybe that would be an angle that Snow was holding, but just holding a deadly off angle. Oops. He's gonna get saved by his teammate right there, and quick and easy right there. I mean, again, RCF starts it off, but that A defense holds steady as ever off the back of that.
Yeah, a big difference from the previous BO1 where he actually, like, hardly got an AWP out. In fact, CT side, I mean, he was 3 and 9 right now from that past map. So, different level that we're seeing in this particular one. Somewhere around W7M will set their sights towards middle. Where is that AWP line? Just in CT spawn for the moment. Gay's feeling comfortable turtling up more towards these sights.
And a bit more of a passive game here. Spread. Conceding mid-control here. Meanwhile, there's a B execute rolling with a couple of players here, too. In fact, they're on the site, but they don't check Snow.
They don't. But there's still 2 kills back to get them established. Anyways, the later trades work out, but I think Jay-Z just heard something's in the water here. Case know it. Riccio, he's struggling to get through the murder hole. Oh no. One player. They can ignore him and try the retake, but RCF can't escape Foku. That round looked like it started off so sour, but stabilization's there.
Important round to hold on to there. Didn't have the best tools to get the job done. Didn't have all the pieces, but what they did have was a full team effort there and a lot of conviction on that play. Nobody hesitating when things started to pop off. Everyone part of that game plan, everyone fighting for that control, and does net them some life in this map here, life in this this best of 1, this map of Mirage.
Keeps them in it. One last buy here for Case. And we could see another bit of a run back from W7M. They already started this half down 8-4. And they got things going again. Once again, more focus towards the sights here, except for Snow, who gets himself in the ladder room.
This double up on the CT side aggression right now. On a fact-finding mission. I'm about to disrupt this completely. They keep on moving like this, but it's still so awkward right now. They have Jay-Z in the back lines here flanking as well. And Urbano, instead of pathing in apartments, might have made the wrong move here.
In the meantime, I mean, it's all over. Gep's still on towards Catwalk. And RCS Op gets himself into position too, but now he has to be aware of a possible flank, and then Urbano begins his, but the Tech 9's out for Sadzen. And now Yeps is cutting off the rotations, and oh no, he runs out of ammo! God, man, it's messy, but he still gets a kill on his Eddie! Oh no, what is going on? Everyone's out of ammunition! Jay-Z comes to the scene to try and save everything here.
Oh, he's in the molly. Oh.
Oh, RCF can't go for the swing, can't stop the plants, and what on earth? W7M are probably going to win this round.
Now that was pushing an ECL level clip right there.
What?
That was pushing it in a ECL clip. I'll just say it. I'll just say it. Something about us in casting these ECL matches. Things like to get nice and chaotic. And that was close. If RCF would have died in the molly, I think I would have. That would have been Twitter worthy. That was my last little like checkbox right there.
What is going on in SAECL?
For the first season, let me introduce.
For the first day. But will I... Dang it, I had such an amazing thought. Then I lost my train of thought because you're talking all about NAECL and I thought it was funny. Right?
NAECL style.
Oh, yes. This was it. It also has to do something with the map of Mirage, for sure.
Yep.
It's only Mirage.
It's a critical key of the formula right there. Mirage, they like to get nice and wild. We sure have. Got a 4-man stack over towards the B side there. Going pretty aggressive. They will take that space, but it's going to be already towards A. Still in if they run for the molly. But
okay.
It settles.
It's going to settle. It's going to settle here because these pistols are simply too far away. Let's get anything done. I mean, Urbano had a chance to close the distance, believe it or not, but we are going to see double digits for W7M. At least. This is one of the rounds that will settle down nicely, go as expected. Even Foku charging down for Eeks. It's all safe. It's all safe. It's all good.
Go the distance here. Very well. Might be the case right now. W7M are the team right now that's kind of rising in the momentum. Meanwhile, getting a bit of a wall right now is the likes of Case looking for answers as to how they want to close this. How long can W7M stall them?
See. But for now, it's Case who are still going to answer back. They get the guns back in hand. And Foku, again, just wants to charge forward, get active. Now Riccioli the exact same, getting a lot of information on these players. You might have heard too.
Yeah, and the big question is, do they want to continue to brute force in towards this A side here? They've kind of shown their hand here, right? They've made a little bit of noise. Showed that there's some defaulting presence early on, but they want to keep on pressing that issue. Another smoke gets recycled. They want to continue to aggress here on the side of Case. It will continue to aggressive, in fact, and this could get fun. This could get wild. For such an important swing round. They're going to line up utility in the open.
To be fair, this is the optimal setup as well. Not just for Riccioli, but also RCS AWP. We'll see how it works out, as I love that. Just bait them in. Riccioli, he's technically been mollied off, but it's just a bait. Riccioli and Urbano combined together. for 3 kills. This round is over, and Case might walk away from this bout with a map.
That's a perfect little, just kind of diversion right there. That Molotov gives them a false sense of comfort right there walking into ramping. Perfect execution from the entire squad. Urbano and Riccioli playing off each other very well. Even Snow playing off his teammates to land that last kill. 12 on the board, 2 chances to close in regulation. We'll have to do it up against guns here.
That's for darn sure, but honestly a genius setup there from Case. The molly from RCF, maybe it was intended, maybe it wasn't, I don't know.
I feel like it had to have been given the setup, right?
Yeah, it storms in so hard into walking forward.
If not, add that one to the playbook right there.
Yeah.
And all according to T.
Maybe it's not even in practice they do that. Maybe it just like, it probably was just a heat of the moment thing. Like, hey, this might be cool.
It was cool. It was very cool. It's all for it. That's the sort of stuff you need to pull out here when the game gets late. When you're in the latter stages and you just gotta find yourself a little bit of extra push here. A tush push, if you will. Just get you across the goal line.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
So
We'll see who's going to be flying. Top mid, yeah. Urbano wants to tussle.
Here we go. Poku up towards Catwalk. This time he's not the first death, but he will be traded. And even worse, though, Snow decimates middle. A full-on collapse from Case. It leaves everyone down and the bomb.
That's a coordinated strike right there. Oh, that fell right into their hands. Case. Absolutely nailed the call right there. Everyone geared up to fight for middle control. Everyone winning their duels. Yeps has 2 kills. 2 deaths in connector as well. So, I mean, 4 players ready to just encapsulate mid as soon as they take contact. And, man, do they time it perfectly. Storm's in now left into the clutch here. He's got to save the day.
To save the map here. 30 seconds. He has to start running is the problem, though. That can allow some pre-fires to happen. But the mauling, will that catch up to Snow? You don't want to extinguish that realistically. Oh, but instead he's going to drop down right into the jaws. So back turned to the 16-year-old here. Will end 16 and 16. How nice is that? As Case will walk away